Day 451. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday. So, the day, where do we want to start? And why does that look like a smudge? Let's see. Got up, did a hike, and it was a very brief hike. I had like a nice incline, which I was surprised about. But then it made the way back just super short. So you just said, let's go out a half hour, come back half hour, and then all the downhill was just easy. But it was fine. Made it to work on time. Made it to work like early, really early. Got to work. Gosh, like 7:30. Oh my god. Well, so a time to change. Get a little breakfast going. Sit down. Talk to my buddy for a bit. Got a couple texts. So just responded to the texts. And then try to work things out with the fellas at work with task and what's going on. And then my buddy Cheese, my old training partner, old roommate, I mean, he called me up. He's like, "Are you gonna be at work today?" Like, I'm here. Well, he texted me yesterday if I'm gonna be at work, so I don't know. Excuse me. He's like, "Okay, you got a delivery coming around, what did I say, 9:30?" And he had got two boxes, two 6-count boxes of crumble cookie. I didn't even open the second one because I was worried about getting through them. Oh my gosh. So, thank you, Mr. Gomez. I like to call him Cheese. Just the nickname is a fun one, and we used to play it off of, was it not Dumb and Dumber? Was it Old School? And there's a part where what's his name's character? One of the main guy's characters, like, yeah, did we know you from high school? Didn't we used to throw you in a dumpster? And he's like, yeah, but I got out. Like, yeah, cheese. So I don't know why we just try to make it a fun thing. I don't know if he still likes that or not, but he might hate it. I don't know, but I never meant it as a bad thing. I just thought it was a cool nickname to have, I guess. But yeah, he sent me 2 dozen. He's like, hey, there's some for you and some to share. I know you like to share, so go ahead and enjoy. So I was like, okay, thanks, I appreciate it. And then it was kind of funny. I didn't have one of the other employees that was near the front had answered the door and brought him back, and comes over like, hey, is it a birthday today? And here you go. And they started singing kind of happy birthday. I was like, oh my gosh, thanks. I didn't know it was a singing telegram. And so we kept playing off of that for a while. I was like, yeah, thank you. You're welcome. So I just made it a lot more fun to help have a great day. And then got all the lacing stuff squared away. Well, somewhat squared away. Got approved. Almost signed. All we gotta do now is pay the first and last month's rent along with security deposit, which came out to about $4,261 or $64. And that I looked at that and just kind of like, ooh, like, I didn't want to look at that. But oh gosh. Yeah, it was a lot to look at and take in. But I feel so much better having signed. I think as soon as I get the keys and actually like walk in the room, I'll feel really great. And of course, once I get everything in, I'll feel like $1,000,000. But there was definitely a lot of that stress the last 2 weeks of, can you get this done? Can you find a place that you like? Can you find a place that's in a good neighborhood, that's safe, that you're gonna like in a year? And I think I found the place. I think this is gonna be it. So I'm excited. I'm excited. I had a little bit of that weight lifted off my shoulders, helped me breathe a bit, helped me go for a run. And today's day 50 in a row. And so I ran 5 miles today. And I want to say I even got it. I haven't looked at the map yet. But I want to say that I got it so that on the map it shows 50. If you were to kind of Google map it, like my trail, the course I took. I don't know if it's going to pull up yet. But yeah, it kind of made me giggle and think about it, but it kind of made me think like someone's gonna look at my, Strava, and again look at it, and she's like, "Is that a 5-0?" Like it's not like I planned out the course, or I ran a specific course where the neighborhood is a 5 and a 0. It. Oh my gosh. It's just got in the parking lot and just did 5-0. So I don't know if it's gonna pull up, but it made me giggle a little bit thinking about it. And then I was like, oh yeah, what was I gonna run today? Oh, some kind of a workout, Wednesday workout. And so I tried to do the 5-mile progression, and I don't know where it was. It took a little while to kind of settle in. I was definitely kind of easy moding it the first mile. On the second mile, I tried to pick it up, but it probably was not that much faster than the second. The third one, I told myself to pick it up, and it wasn't much faster than the previous one. I think it was just delayed a mile. Like I almost had a warm up and then got into it. I don't know why. I was just mentally, I think, finally clear in my head with everything. I think it was just that relaxation of it's your birthday, enjoy the day. I don't know. It's just a combination of a lot of things that just. Let's see. I think it's gonna pull up. I don't know if it's gonna work. It may have been too small. Alright, trying to zoom in. It's not letting me. Oh, dang it. Anyways, I tried. I tried to make it funny, to keep like the streak, to make it something fun to do with the streak. And I was like, yeah, I'll do that. And so that all my running friends that see it online can be like, am I looking at a 5-0? Like, why? And I think I've told 2 or 3 of my running buddies that I was running this consecutive days. Like, wasn't even planning to get 50, but I got it. I'm here. I made it. I'm excited. I'm healthy. So I'm trying to appreciate it for what it was today, and yeah, it feels great. I don't feel sore at all. Well, yeah. I was trying to think on the run, the last mile, I could feel a little bit of a achiness come in, but again, I was trying to pick up the pace for the last mile. And so here's the splits. 8:12, so I see slower than I would like. 7:13, which is 7:02. So after about that 7:02, I kind of was like, okay, not getting around with the speed yet. 6:48 I wanted, but again, I felt like that should be mile 3. Then 6:04 for the last mile. I was trying. I mean, again, the last mile. I haven't done these in months. But I think this was back when I was running almost every day on my own, or most days on my own. I think except for Thursdays. I was just doing these tempos to help keep it fun and break it up. And the last mile, I was always thinking 5:30 or faster, 5:30 or faster, 5:30 or faster, and I wasn't quite there mentally for that 5:30, but I was saying, like, make it the fastest one. So I kept pushing the pace, and I was like, okay, I feel like I settled in. This shouldn't be this easy. Pick it up. So I picked it up just a little bit, and picked it up, and did that 4 or 5 times in that mile, but only got to 6:04, which I'm not mad about. I just would have liked to seen a 5 something. Of course, 5:30 or faster, but it just takes a while for legs to come back around. I think for the 2 weeks I've had, right, I feel alright. I'm not gonna discredit that stress of mentally dealing with it. So I'm fine. I feel like I'm coming out of it a little bit, and say, with having that new apartment. I did 120 push-ups for the day. So that was a quick turnaround. It was just felt like, yeah, we can do this again. I don't know if I just needed that extra mental capacity to leave it towards stress so I didn't have a kind of mental breakdown. But it was really kind of cool too. One of my buddies from Colorado texted me and like, hey buddy, how's it going? Happy birthday. And I said, hey, thank you so much. I appreciate it. It means a lot. Thank you for remembering. She's like, oh, to be honest, it's in my calendar. I was like, well, you were honest enough, and it was on your calendar, so I appreciate that. It means a lot that you would even remind yourself to put in your calendar. Like, how are things? I said, oh, I've been stressing out about this apartment deal. I think I got in. I just don't want to celebrate too early, but I'm just trying to enjoy the day and appreciate where I'm at, and kind of thankful for all the blessings I have already. And like, wow, thank you so much. Yeah, because we kind of said, thank you for your friendship. It's nice. I said, yeah, thank you for your friendship. It's weird that I talk to you so frequently, like text or phone calls, mainly text, but sometimes phone calls when we were driving. They're the kind of person that likes to call someone they drive, so when they got a long drive, I get a phone call, which is great. It just, you never know when to expect it. And it's it's weird that I talk to you very frequently, even though we only see each other once every few years, once every 3 years. I think it's been 4 years now since we've seen each other. So I just said, I just value your friendship. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And they were like, oh, thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. And then they said something. They kind of rolled along the lines of, buddy, I'm so, I don't know how you do it, but you do take your stress so gracefully and with a good attitude. And I was like, thanks, I appreciate it. And I made the reference to the replacements when Shane Falco, who's played by Keanu Reeves, is talking to his coach, and he's saying, "Ducks on a pond," or "You're like a duck on a pond." He's like, on the top, above the water, you're just swimming right along, just kind of going, minding your own business. Everyone thinks you're fine, but underneath the water, your little legs are just paddling a mile a minute. And I just said, that's probably sums up me right now. The best is that on the outside, I'm trying to keep calm and deal with the stress and not make it worse than it is, or think that it's worse. And just take it a little by little, and I know that it's not going to last forever. But underneath, I'm just like mentally scrambling to find an answer, to try to solve the issue, calm down the issue so I'm not stressed. So I definitely had that duck on the pond moment. And they had a little laugh and said, "Oh, I kind of like that. That's funny." It's like a funny analogy. So, yeah, I think that's the best way to describe how I feel. But it was still a nice comment to hear that, knowing that I'm not freaking out too much, even though I am. I feel like I am. Maybe I'm taking it on better than most, but I don't know. I mean, I'm sure we all have stress and everything, but just found a way to work through it, and I think that's what's gonna make moving in the apartment that much sweeter. To be like, okay, you know how hard I worked to get here. Let's enjoy it. But that's it for the day. That was the birthday day. I went and got some In-N-Out after the 5 mile tempo run. I did get a small vanilla smoothie. It tasted great. I feel like I wanted more food though. But right away when I walked in, Momo over here was jumping like I was there to feed her. And just the excitement she had. She tried to like jump up on me. I'm like, "Oh my gosh, that smells delicious." And then she tried to sit down and she's like, "I can't resist. I need to smell this one more time." And almost looked like she was trying to come for the food like it was her snack. Not like she was grabbing at it, but like she knew it was food. She knew that someone was going to be eating it. And she just thought that it was hers. So she's just kind of like, "Just give it to me now. Give it to me now." That's the best way to describe it. It's not like she jumped at it and tried to take it out of my hands. Nothing like that. But just that she knew it was food and she just couldn't resist herself. So it was a little bit funny. I was like, "Okay, go sit down. Go sit down." But I tried to watch some of the Spider-Man Far or No Way Home, and I believe I got through most of it. No, I think I got through half of it, and I was just had the light turned off, and it just dozed off, woke up, dozed off, woke up, and then finally said, "Okay, let's go lay down. The movie's over." Playing the end credits. It's now 1:15. So I'm kind of into sleep time now, but I think I allowed myself to enjoy a little bit of the movie, get ready for the Fan Fusion this weekend, going forward. We'll see. Hopefully get moved in by Friday and enjoy Saturday, Sunday, and nerd out Spider-Man conversations, Marvel conversations, DC conversations, comic book conversations, whatever it is, just totally soak it in, make new friends, be with a few of the old ones, and hang out with some family as well. So looking forward to that. But that's it for the day. What a great day. What a great day. So run your life with health and happiness, and have a good night.